You and I need to have a conversation. I'm a survivor of domestic violence, so I understand what victims go through. From the time I was 4 years old, I experienced psychological abuse in my home. My father was abusive to my mother and to myself. He lied, he manipulated, he emotionally tried to control us, verbally abused us, financially tried to abuse my mother. And he created a separation between my mom and I. That was the foundation for me getting into my first relationship, intimate relationship ever, that was not only psychologically abusive, but physically abusive as well. The 3 years that I was in that psychologically abusive relationship was the most horrible years that I had ever experienced in my life. When you're in a relationship with abuse, it's all about power and control. The abuser is self-serving. They want to make sure that the victim is doing what they want the victim to do. It's not about love. It's not about respect. It's not about making sure that the victim is comfortable and is being treated with care, with support, with dignity. I was in that relationship for 3 years, and it took me 3 years to finally leave. Over those 3 years, I tried to leave several times. Each time, my abuser would tell me he loved me, that he didn't want me to go, that he would do better. He would try better. And each time the abuse got worse, physically, emotionally, verbally, to the point that he almost tried to kill himself, and to the point that I almost felt that I was going to kill him. So, victim of abuse, you have to come to a crossroads in your life where you say, enough is enough. It's easier said than done, but to make that first step is so important. At least to say in your mind, I can't do this anymore. I need help. I chose to reach out to a few family and friends, but I found out that they weren't really equipped to help me. They didn't have the words, they didn't have the understanding to really know what I was going through. So eventually I made a few phone calls to domestic violence organizations. I did research online and started learning more about domestic abuse and relationships with abuse. Eventually I did leave the relationship and I moved, and I did not have any more contact with my abuser after that. The contact was severed. For victims of domestic violence, it doesn't always happen that way. And that's the reason why, if you feel that you are in a relationship with abuse, or you know that you're in a relationship with abuse, you need to get help. You must get help. There are state coalitions that have this information available. You can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline. You can tell them what's going on, and they will direct you to resources that will help you get to safety, will help you put together a safety plan, will help you at least take those first steps in order to get out of the relationship. If you're an abuser, or you feel like you're an abuser, there is help for you as well. You do not have to continue to abuse. There are abuser intervention programs available in domestic violence organizations throughout the country that can help assist you as well. But you have to take that first step. You have to take that first step to get help, to make that phone call. You can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline. You can call your state's coalition, or go online and research abuser intervention programs. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, there is help and there is hope, whether you are a victim of domestic violence or whether you're an abuser. It's important for us to all have healthy relationships with ourselves first, so that we can have healthy relationships with others. The point is, just start somewhere, do something.